Okay, hi there, everyone. Today we're going to go over the cover letter. And so, a cover letter is something that you would submit to a potential employer along with your resume. And it allows you to be a little more personal and to show off your personality in a way that a resume just can't. So, this is a way to win over an employer if maybe your resume isn't full of great work experience. You can impress them with your cover letter. So the format is going to be the same for really any type of job. Up here, you are going to include your personal information and make sure your email address is something that's appropriate. In the next heading here, you're going to address it to a hiring manager or just a manager or an owner. It sort of depends on the size of the company. When in doubt, just use manager. And then, of course, the name of the business. In this case, it's the Cheesecake Factory, and the city and state where the business is. And then you are going to address it. We have Dear Manager. Again, that's the easiest one to use. There's also To Whom It May Concern if you're not sure. And your first paragraph is really you just stating what position you're applying for and just a little bit about why you think you would be a good fit. So you can see that in this case, the person's applying for the hostess position at the Cheesecake Factory, and that they think that they can perform the responsibilities confidently, and also that they have the skills to do the job adeptly and perform above expectations. Now, make sure you use words that you know. So in this case, adeptly, right? Here's a word that maybe or maybe not something you're familiar with. Your letter should sound like you, okay? While still remaining professional. In this next paragraph, this is where you're going to go into a little more depth of why you are a good candidate. So you're going to share kind of when and how you learn certain skills. And so here you see that you're showing that you're still a high school student, but that you've been praised as hardworking by teachers and peers. Again, think about you yourself. What are some of your best qualities, and share those. And again, some skills you've learned like critical thinking, communication, multitasking. What skills have you learned? You'll want to include them there. This next paragraph is very important, and this is when where students make the most mistakes, which is you have to do a little research about the company and find out what is important to that company. What are their values? What are they really looking for? What type of image are they trying to portray? And you want to share that you've done some of that research and say how you fit in with that message. So here we see that it was started in the 1940s, that they have a commitment to innovation and hard work, and that those are values that you share as well. Lastly, this paragraph is something that will probably be the same for most people, in which you're really just asking for an interview. You want to do it properly and politely, remind them of how they can contact you. You want to make yourself sound as cooperative as possible. So, whatever time is convenient for them. And then you'll just close. So we have thank you for your consideration, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. You want to say something like that. It doesn't have to be in those exact words. And then your actual closing. And that is the cover letter. If you want, you can look at some different samples and try to borrow some really good ideas. If you see a phrase that you think sounds good, just take that phrase. If you see some words or some skills that you really like when you're doing some research, take those. It is fine. It's not plagiarism to take some good ideas and use them in your own work. Okay, I hope that helps.